there's a his package. Anybody can, wife can bid, husband can bid, doesn't matter, right?
Absolutely.
So can we go through that, what we have for the...
Let's
So
bring it
before
on.
we do that, I think let's start with her package.
Makes a lot of
And
sense.
for that, I would like to invite on the stage the sponsor of this auction items, Mr. Mac Dougal. Mr. Mac Dougal,
Can we have you on stage over here?
So look at this outfit from Mac Dougal, ladies and gentlemen. This outfit is from the renowned fashion designer, Mac Dougal. So Mac Dougal brand started the road to success with a beautiful line of gowns, blending Indian elegance with Western style. Today, Mac Dougal is a leading designer of prom dresses and beauty pageant. For this dress, our starting bid is $500. Just $500. Okay, so while you guys think about that, I know let's call and let's discuss the hitch package. So what do we have in the hitch package? Any guesses?
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Spring is coming sooner than you expect. So for the hitch package, we have a complete... Oh, Mr. McDougall, sir, come on. I have been calling you. Please come on the stage. Please come on the stage. So he is a famous Mr. McDougall. We're so honored to have you on the stage, sir.
Thank you for having me here. This is a wonderful event. It's all about women empowerment. And you look lovely. I really think most of us based out of India would realize that women empowerment is not just the month for women empowerment. It's been always there. Our women from India have been empowered all their life. If you look at history, we've had some of the finest women in the world, and right off from Rani Ki Jhansi to Indira Gandhi to so many women who didn't even go to protect themselves, but protected the men, protected the kids, protecting the whole country. So I always say this is an equal opportunity time, and all you got to do is follow your heart, follow the soul. Look down, deep down inside, you have the answers. There's absolute equality. It's a flat, great platform today, and in this room today, the women empowerment is through the roof. So great to be here.
Very
Thank you, Mr.
nice.
Dougal. Thank you so much. So for the hitch package, there is a complete golf set. I'm going to talk about all the items included in that. But before I do that, may I request the owner of Turnberry Golf Club, Mr. Sandeep Oberoi and Sujata Oberoi, to please come on the stage.
So looks like this is a very well thought out criteria, right?
yes,
For the her
sir.
package, you have beautiful dress.
Exactly.
And for the his package, nothing better than the guys playing golf, right?
So you know this Turnberry Golf Club is the finest and the best golf course in McHenry County. And I will let Sandeep mention what we have in this package and why people should bid for minimum $500. That's the starting bid for this package.
Good question, Suji. What do we have in the package? Because I honestly have no idea what we have in the package. What I do know is there's a golf bag, some alcohol, and a foursome.
Alcohol and golfing with
There's a what else we have? Moscow Mule glasses, complimentary golf foursome, golf gloves, socks, headbands, golf ball sleeves. So guys, can you bid for this? Now see, $500, the starting bid for Upnag Her.
Yeah, the
Come
foursome
on.
itself is worth $300, guys.
Come on, I hear something on this side. Nick bhai, did you bid for that? 550 you said? Nick bhai, 550.
550.
550. Nick Patel, 550. Nick Patel, 550. Anybody want to top that for?
And this is for the her package or the his package?
Whatever he picks. 550, that's what he said. I just heard 550.
550. All right, anybody?
On this side.
Oh, we have
Anybody
some
on-
arms pointing this way. Can we have some light
Can
on the
we have
audience, please? Can you have some
light in
lights
the
over
audience,
here?
please? Sonika, you said something? What do you want? 1,000 you said? Who we have there? 600. Okay.
600.
600.
Wow.
Plus.
It's getting better. Looks like this is the right side and the left side competing one another. No longer about men and women, right?
600. Anilji, you raise your hand. 900 or 1,000? Okay, 1,000. Anilji, $1,000.
$1,000.
$1,000. From this side, Pratibhaji, you want dress? Yes, how much you want? How much? Dress? Dress, how much is dress?
So $1,000 been a bit for the...
$1,000. Okay. 600. Okay, we'll for the dress. Then we give you golf then for 1,000. How about that? You take golf, we give dress. Ladies first. Let them have. No? You want
No.
dress? Oh, sorry. Sorry, he wants dress for $1,000. Sorry. Okay. For golf, anybody? Anilji, golf?
He showed both the hands.
Do we have? For dress. So for MacDougall dress,
So $1,000.
$1,000.
$1,000.
Anil Oraskar,
One.
1,500.
1,500.
1,500.
All right. Now this is getting interesting.
1,500 Anil Lumba for the dress. For the dress, MacDougall dress.
$1,500 for the
Anil,
dress.
Anybody on this side? Anoopji, you want the golf club? Golf? 1,500? Okay. Savi Singh. Did I hear Savi Singh?
Sabi Singh, for you I have a special offer. If you take this dress, you are getting the girl.
All right. The stakes are getting higher and higher. There we go.
Savi, come on, how much?
All right. We see people walking up to the stage.
$2,000 you said? Okay. Savi Singh, 1,700 for the dress.
$1,700. Okay. Anyone to round it off?
1,700.
$1,700.
1,700, ladies and gentlemen.
Any takers for rounding the
Any more
number?
bidders? Anybody from the back?
I see a lot of big smiles. We need to see one or two more hands going up for the prizes, right?
1,700. See, 1,700 doesn't go well. Let's make it even up. Anybody for $2,000?
Anyone else willing to top the offer?
Okay then, you win. Savi Singh, you want the dress, you want the woman. Take them home.
$1,700. 1, 2, and 3 all gone in one go. So
Okay,
$17.
Gone is gone.
Gone and gone.
Gone is gone. Now let's have for the golf. Golf. Who wants to bid for the golf? This whole set. This beautiful set.
Let's get
Beautiful
this up
set.
front. Sanjeev, let's move it a little front.
Okay.
Here we go.
This
Okay, we're
beautiful
getting it
golf.
across for a better view. Biju, you may like to zoom on this.
Jigar, you bid for this?
Can we zoom on this? All right, there we go.
Gladson ji, Gladson. Gladson, you want to bid for this? Just $500 starting bid.
That's the starting bid.
500. Okay. He said 700. You 700 you said? Yes, it includes foursome too. We're not going to ask you who you're going to play with. Golf set.
I need Sabi Singh on stage.
Yes. Savi.
No bidders for the golf set? Come on. Spring is here, almost here. We are in March.
I think this is the Chicago temperament.
Chicago,
Winter's
yeah.
around the corner. But guys, please remember, just few more weeks. Winter's going to be over.
Upesh?
Golf season's going to be up.
Bhupesh, you want this whole set? How much? $1,000? Okay. Bhupesh Sagar, $1,000 for the whole golf set. Anybody wants to top up this bid?
$1,000.
$1,000 for the golf set. Bhupesh Sagar. Anybody wants to top it off? Counting. 1, 2,
2,
3.
3.
Bhupesh! $1,000. Bhupesh, come. Come on the stage.
If Bhupesh is paying for it, there's a 10% tax on top of that.
That's a good one. All right, one quick picture. So we'd like to introduce a very powerful women empowerment initiative in India by Anita Dongre. How many of you heard the name of Anita Dongre over here, ladies? Okay, I see a few hands here.
Many of you might have heard about the name Anita Dongre. She's the biggest name in a fashion retailer in India. What many of you don't know, that this woman is running a very powerful empowerment campaign back in India to support the grassroots level, the artisans, the old women, and promoting our Indian heritage and culture for the whole rural India. So the We team especially wanted to align themselves with Anita Dongre brand and Raz Boutique because of this angle. We would like to play a small video about Anita Dongre's grassroots initiative in India. Can we have the video by Anita Dongre, please?
Before the craft fades, before the artisans lose a lifeline, before a culture stops breathing, before these beautiful stories end. And tradition becomes history.
Can we have a big round of applause for Anita Dongre, please? So next, hold your breath for the glamorous, stunning fashion show by Raz Boutique. But before we do that, we would like to call on the stage the lady behind Raz, Gala Khan. Gala, please come on stage.
Are you ready, guys? Thank you so much for having us. I'm very, very happy to bring Anita Dongre Fashion Show. I would like to introduce you my fashion show producer, Tracy, from Zaz Production.
Raz welcomes you to a world of luxury, elegance, innovation, creativity, inspiration, and artisanal excellence. Tonight, we will experience the combination of Indian creativity and textures with American tastes of colors. Simply stated, these dress patterns make the statement of today's eye on the Indian woman in fashion. Tonight, Anita Dongre designs are brought to you by the premier stylist of the Western world for Indian couture designs, Gala. Tomorrow, she'll be having a trunk show at the Doubletree in Oakbrook where you can experience these designs. This is Anita Dongre Designs.
बस में अब ये जिया सा तो से नैना से नैना लागे मिली रोशनी, तो से मन जो लागा मिली जिंदगी, तो से नैना लागे मिली रोशनी, तो से मन जो लागा मिली जिंदगी। मोहब्बत तो एक मोहब्बत तो एक जावेदा जिंदगी है। ध्यान 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 मन ध्यान 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 मन ध्यान 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 मन ध्यान 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 मोहब्बत की है दास्तां जिंदगी, मोहब्बत न हो तो कहाँ जिंदगी। मोहब्बत की है दास्तां जिंदगी, मोहब्बत न हो तो कहाँ जिंदगी। मोहब्बत तो एक जावेदा जिंदगी है, मोहब्बत तो एक जावेदा जिंदगी है।
मस्ताने हजारों
शम्मे फरोज़ा को इस शम्मे फरोज़ा को आँधी से डराते हो, आँधी से डराते हो। इस शम्मे फरोज़ा के, इस शम्मे फरोज़ा के परवाने हज़ारों हैं, परवाने हज़ारों हैं। इन आँखों की मस्ती के मस्ताने हज़ारों हैं। इन आँखों से वाबस्ता अफ़साने हज़ारों हैं, अफ़साने हज़ारों हैं। इन आँखों की मस्ती
fidèle. Si tu es contre Dieu, tu es contre l'homme. Sale. Es-tu diabolique ou divin?
Can we have a big round of applause for Raj Boutique?
This was really amazing,
This
right?
was amazing, seriously. This was so refreshing.
So refreshing, so beautiful collection of and designer, and the way they presented themselves was really, really amazing.
Yes.
Really.
Any specific dress you liked?
Any specific dress? You're not going to go to the auction route right now, right?
No, we're not doing auction. Okay.
Okay. So we have so guys, as we'll all be aware, we are running a little bit behind schedule. So what you're going to do is we're going to try cover it up by speeding up things. Just a quick snapshot in terms of what we have in store for you. So we have 2 more rounds of awards which are there, which will come in 2 parts. We have Arya Dance Academy, which will be performing after the first set of awards are presented. All right, I hear some supporters there. Okay, that's good.
Yes.
And friends, please remember, we will have Rajiv Satyal covering one of the most important topic which kind of has been worrying me for quite some time, right?
Yes.
What do women really want?
True.
Right? Yep. Okay. So let's move on to the next round of awards, Sanjeev.
Yeah.
And to present the next round of awards, we should call on stage the V founder, Rita Singh, and V team leaders, Vidya Joshi and Tanvi Bhatt. Can we have you on stage, please? So for the next award, this award is for the V Woman of the Year in the food industry. And to present this award, may we call upon our sponsor, Ashok Lakshmanan, President PMSI Mortgage, and Anita Sagar,
Mr.
President
Ashok
Best
Lakshman.
US Realty.
Mr. Ashok Lakshman, please come on stage.
Ashok Lakshman.
Woman of the Year Food Industry Award goes to Miss Rohini Day.
Rohini Day, please come on stage. Congratulations.
Rohini Day. Heartiest congrats to you. One group picture, quick one.
Rohini was inspired to break away from her management consulting career by a desire to be an entrepreneur and a conviction that Indian cuisine in the United States was confined to stereotypes and below potential. Rohini shapes culinary evolution of her restaurants. At inception, Vermilion was acclaimed as best restaurant by several media giants, both in Chicago and New York. She has been featured in several magazines and won many awards. She's a writer, speaker, a women's activist, and a staunch supporter of women in business and education of girls on a global level. Please welcome Rohini De.
Congratulations, Rohini De.
Rohini, heartiest congrats. Quick couple of words since we're running behind schedule, but we still wanted you to say a couple of.
Thank you so much. We, Anuja, Rita, Sheetal, spectacular what you've pulled together. It makes me cringe that women are still considered a minority or a diversity figure. The fact of the voice is we are half the votes, half the voice, half the sky. And we really need to reclaim our position. Until we do that, events like this matter fundamentally. Celebrating us, supporting us, and uniting us. The reality, though, is in the US happens to be the 51st in the world when it comes to economic parity for women. 98th when it comes to political parity. So it's dismal. Until then, everything that we can do to unite, make our voices felt, activism on every front is fundamentally important. Just getting to 24% to 22% in Congress is not enough. So thank you all. It's been a euphoric ride with Vermilion. It's been amazing launching many women entrepreneurs. It's been wonderful bringing the James Beard Awards to the city and launching their women's program and leading it. And I look forward to all the strides we can all do together. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Rohini. Next, we have Women of the Year for Healthcare. And to do the honor, may I request Mr. Syed Hosseini, Vice President Commercial Lending, Wintrust Bank, and Mr. Patrick Sakor, Vice President Chase Bank, to come on stage, please. Can we have the trophy and the winners?
All right. The We Women of the Year Healthcare Award goes to, there is a tie, Dr. Sonia Mehta and Dr. Rubina Wynn.
Big congrats.
Dr. Rubina is a dentist and the director of Sudden Cardiac Death Research Foundation, SCARF. SCARF teaches students to treat cardiac arrest caused by rhythm problems. Every summer, 50 students are taught to save lives and build lives. Teaching students to save and build lives is her long life passion.
Dr. Sonia Mehta is a physician executive with more than 20 years of healthcare management experience. She is currently the regional CEO and corporate chief medical officer for Prime Healthcare based out of California. In the medical world, she is known to be the turnaround specialist. She served as the CEO of Loretto Hospital for several years and holds the distinction of being the only Indian woman to be a CEO of a US hospital. Please welcome Dr. Sonia Mehta and Dr. Rubina.
Congratulations.
All right, very quick couple of words.
Thank you so much. In 2012, my husband and we founded SCARF, Sudden Cardiac Death Awareness Research Foundation. Being of Indian descent, we are uniquely at risk. you would know that. And we wanted to bring knowledge and empowerment to our communities and also to our next generation. With that, we started our empowerment campaign, and we also started the SCARF Career Guidance and Mentorship Program. And in 2016, I feel that God tapped me on the shoulder and said, well, you have an important job, but get a taste of what sudden cardiac death really means. And in 2016, my sister, she was running on a treadmill at her home by herself, and she dropped dead of sudden cardiac death. It was one of the hardest things that we have ever had to go through. And here we are. We started this organization long before her death. Our mission has never been more clear. We are here to empower all of you. We want to align with communities and leaders who educate, empower, and encourage not only women, their communities, and our next generation. And as someone who has hosted a gala, and I'm in the middle of preparing for our SCARF 2019 gala, I know personally how hard it is to put an event like this. So, for all your hard work, to all the organizers, thank you so much. Thank you. Well done.
Totally our pleasure.
I'd like to say a few words.
Sure. Good evening. First, I want to thank you, for nominating me for this award. I feel very honored and humbled to be here this evening amongst all the distinguished guests. I want to tell Anuja, Sheetal, and Rita that it almost feels like a mini Oscar night tonight. So big round of applause for all the three women. I'll just say a couple words. 20 years ago when I started my management career, I was told by one of my mentors that I was young, female, physician, and a foreigner, and all odds were going against me to become a CEO of a hospital. At that time, the statistics showed that amongst 8,000 hospitals, less than 5% were female CEOs. To this day, January 2019, out of 6,200 acute care hospitals, only 13% are represented by female CEOs and less than 1 by minority female CEOs. So it was a lot of hard work, dedication, strength, and support that got me to this level. And I really want to thank my husband who's here with me for all the support he has shown through all these years. And as everyone before me said, women need to break the barriers and those ceilings and rise up to show that we're not a minority. Go girls, thank you.
Yoo-hoo! Awesome, awesome.
Thank you so much.
Big heartiest congrats. Thank you once again. Thank you, really. Appreciate that. Thank you. All right, for the next We Woman of the Year, the section is Humanitarian Award. To present this honor, we'd like to call upon our sponsor, Mr. Anil Shah, President, World Money Exchanging. Mr. Anil Shah, can we have you on stage, please?
Okay, so on behalf of Anil R. Shah, I will announce the winner. The We Special Recognition Award goes to Miss Minnie Dalwari.
Big congrats.
Minnie is the mother of special needs child, 12 years old Amar, who was born with autism. Minnie has to balance taking care of special needs child with taking care of other son, who is unusually gifted and with a budding child prodigy. Being positive and gracefully accepting the challenges of daily life has required a lifelong commitment of strength, love, and patience.
Thank you, Anuja, for inviting me. My spiritual journey began when my son Amar was diagnosed with severe autism. learning disability, and nonverbal. Our world was turned upside down. It was the wound itself that empowered me as the warrior mom of this angel child who had come to me from God with the sign, fragile, handle with care. I want to share a short poem I wrote for Amar. A free spirit. You are the path, you are the mountain. You are the climb and the peak. You are the mystery, you are the solved. You are the lost and the found. You are the wild, you are the free. You are the sound and the silence. You are the dance, you are the song. You are the cocoon and the wings. You are the past and the here and now. You are the follower and the lead. Hold my hand, for I will never let go. I shall follow, guide me home. Love you, Mom. And a quick shout out to my older son, Kabir. Thank you for being a part of the entire roller coaster ride and for the flip side joys of normal motherhood. Thank you. Thank
Awesome.
you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Arya Dance Academy.
बेटियां पराया धन होती हैं, बेटियां बेटों से कम होती हैं। बेटे तो होते हैं कुल का चिराग, बेटियां माता पिता पर बोझ होती है।
क्यों आज भी बेटियों को बेटों से कम समझा जाता है?
कोई ये बता दे मैं हूँ कहाँ, कोई तो बता दे मेरा पता सही है कि नहीं, मेरी डगर लूं कि नहीं मैं अपना ये सफर। डर लगता है सपनों से कर देना ये तबाह, डर लगता है अपनों से दे देना ये दगा। मैं चांद हूँ या दाग हूँ, मैं राख हूँ या आग हूँ, मैं बूंद हूँ या हूँ लहर, मैं हूँ सुकून या हूँ कहर।
मनवा में मेरे आंधी है उठी मस्त खड़ी हूँ मैं, सांसों में मान अपनी ही सांस निश्शब्द खड़ी हूँ मैं। दुनिया से जीती खुद से हार बस खड़ी हूँ मैं। आईना में और बक्स में मस्त खड़ी हूँ मैं। जवाब अंतर में बेदिवस रात विशाल माया का
घायल परिंदा है तू, दिखला के जिंदा है तू, बाकी है तुझ में हौसला। तेरी जुनू की आगे अंबर पड़ा ही मांगे, करता है तू जो फैसला।
टूटी तकदीरें तो क्या, टूटी शमशीरें तो क्या, टूटी शमशीरों से ही हो। आज से अब से आन मेरी मैं तुमको ना छूने दूंगी, जान को चाहे
चाहे चलनी कर दो मान को ना छूने दूंगी आज से अब से आन मेरी मैं तुमको ना छूने दूंगी जान को चाहे चलनी कर दो मान को ना छूने दूंगी छू के देखो दिल मेरा तुम्हें दिल में अपने बदलूंगी पर छेड़ के देखो तुम मुझको मैं तुमको नहीं छोड़ूंगी मैं तुमको नहीं छोड़ूंगी नहीं छोड़ूंगी
हम औरतों को कम मत समझना हम वक्त आने पर देश भी चला सकती है और तलवार भी उठा सकती है
मैं लक्ष्मी हूँ मैं ही सरस्वती मैं दुर्गा हूँ मैं ही काली मैं शीतला भी हूँ और मैं ज्वाला भी मैं पार्वती भी हूँ और मैं ही संतोषी और मैं ही हूँ अन्नपूर्णा ब्रह्मा जी ने हम सबको मिलाकर ही बेटी को बनाया है फिर बेटियों से भेदभाव क्यों रोशन करता है बेटा सिर्फ एक कुल को लेकिन दो दो कुलों को रोशन करती है बेटियां
So the last set of 3 awards before we start Rajiv Satyal show. Just last 3 awards. So please bear with us. Ajay, what do we have those 3 awards? Can we start?
So we are moving to the last leg of the awards, and guys, post that Rajiv Satyal is right there for you. And I'm actually eagerly awaiting that session, like I've been saying it so many times, guys.
Yes.
So, okay, how do we call up our V-founder, Sheetal and Vidya and Tanvi Bhatt? They're right here with us on the stage. So,
Sheetal Daftari, can you please join us on the stage?
This award, the category is for community service, and this is something which we are also passionate about in terms of serving the community where we all live in. To present this award, we call upon our sponsor, Ms. Kajal Patel from American Family Insurance. Can we have Kajal on stage, please?
Kajal Patel from American Family Insurance, please.
And the award goes to Miss Neha Gill.
Neha Gill.
Big congrats.
Raised by civically engaged and service-oriented parents and coming from a long line of strong, empowered women, she has built a successful career in international development and human rights, specializing in gender equality. As the CEO of Apna Ghar, she has increased the agency's budget and asset, its programming at its reach. She is known for her advocacy and positivity, and she is a forward-thinking leader. Please welcome Neha Gill.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for this. At Apna Ghar, we work every day to empower women and girls. So it's great to be here, and it's great to see this platform. And I urge you to continue to provide community service, to give back, to be civically engaged, and to follow your dreams. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Nehagil. Please.
Thank you once again.
So Ajay, we have next award.
Next award.
We Women of the Year for the event management.
Event
management. For the event management. And to do the honor, may we request Ms. Nupur and Mr. Amit Jingran from State Bank of India to come on stage, please.
Okay. So the We Women of the Year Event Planner Award goes to Miss Sabrina Hans.
Sabrina Hans is a pioneer in the Midwest as the first South Asian consultant to launch She, Sabrina Hans event in 2002. Sabrina holds a degree from Loyola and Columbia College, where she studied communications and design. These strengths led Sabrina to hold a position at the Fairmont Hotel, Chicago, where she headed the position as a senior catering sales manager. Her focus was to strengthen the South Asian market, be it weddings, galas, charities, and hosting celebrities and dignitaries. Today, Sabrina Hans is the most sought out after South Asian consultant in the Midwest, who has planned and executed over 1,000 plus events. Please welcome Sabrina Hans.
All right, Sabrina.
Sabrina, you have some
Quick couple of
acceptance
words.
speech for?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for this amazing honor. Thank you, Rita, Anuja, and Shito. And this is for all the outstanding ladies out there. Be unforgettable. Everybody will notice. Thank you. Have a great evening.
Wonderful. Congratulations.
Congrats once again. Sanjeev, did you notice nobody has thanked us till now?
Nobody.
After receiving the award.
We'll find out after the show.
Okay. We Women of the Year, beverage industry. We'd like to call upon Dr. Dhaval Patel, plastic and reconstructive surgeon, and owner of the Chicago Institute of Plastic Surgery, here on the stage.
Mr. Dhaval Patel.
All right. The We Women of the Year Beverage Industry Award goes to Ms. Shonali Patel and Ms. Jana Iyer.
It is very rare to find women entrepreneurs in the alcohol industry, more so in the Indian community. These two ladies are close friends who started the alcohol brand Fino together in 2018. Fino is an upper-end tequila brand now served at leading restaurants in downtown Chicago, Virginia, and Washington. The trademark marketing style of two ladies have brought the brand a long way in a very short time. Please welcome Sonali Patel and Jana Iyer.
Thank you all. Thank you. And
All right, we got out of time. Guys, come on. Can we have a round of applause for that? Come on.
It's been such an honor to receive this award today. Thank you to the We team. Liquor industry is a very challenging industry, and for newbies like Sonali and myself, it's for someone who does not have a liquor background besides drinking alcohol. This has been a challenging journey, but it's been amazing. A lot of learning, and as a working mom, the one thing I've learned in this journey, I'm sure many of you can relate to it, is we wear many hats throughout the day. Never forget to have fun. Enjoy the journey. Stop and smell the roses when you receive your awards. Thank you.
Thank you.
Like Jana said, we're really excited to have this award. Being in an industry that we love and we enjoy a lot, it's kind of a double win for us. And yeah, so Fino Tequila for us, I don't know if many of you know, Fino is an acronym for failure is not an option. So that's something that motivates us, but it should be something that motivates all of you. Fino, failure is not an option. Thank you.
Thank you. And before we let you go, right, Dr. Patel, since we have you here on the stage, quick question for you. When you talk about plastic and reconstructive surgery, right, what is the most interesting surgery you would have ever performed, right?
Well, that field is really wide. So, plastic surgery, people just think of cosmetic, but there is pediatric craniofacial, there's burn, post-reconstruction, cancer reconstruction, conjoint twin separation, and then of course aesthetics. Hand is also part of plastic surgery, so it's a really wide field. So, I've been fortunate enough to train at some great places under some great people, so I've witnessed a lot of things, but that list will go on, but it is a privileged profession, so thanks.
Are you allowed to share the names of all the celebrities who've been to your place?
Some, not others.
Some you can share, right?
Some I can.
Okay, can
some
we
I
hear?
can't.
Guys, are you ready to listen to the name of some of the celebrities? All right.
Well, now late Senator McCain was a patient of mine when I was at Mayo Clinic. Donatella Versace is a patient of mine. And I'll leave it at that. How about that?
I can see a big smile on your face. You're holding back some of the other names which you're not saying, right?
Well, yeah, but you have to be respectful of others. Some don't mind being shared. some do,
Absolutely.
so.
No. Guys, one big round of applause for the ladies over here, the winners, and Dr. Patel. Thank you once again.
Congratulations. So ladies and gentlemen, as you can imagine, event like this takes a lot of effort from a lot of people, from a lot of team, working together, bringing all this together. So I would like to acknowledge and bring some sponsors on the stage. So first, Ms. Holly Hu, she is the owner of Hu Assisting Event Planner Services.
Miss Holly Hu.
If you are here, please come on the stage. Satin chair and decor services for beautiful decoration. Mr. Biju Zacharia.
Biju. Biju, can you...
Please come on stage. Anisha and Sanjay Shah, Arlington Rentals, if you are here, we would like to acknowledge you. Please come on stage. Brij and Vijay Sharma, owner of Powervolt. Brij Sharma ji, if you are here, please come on stage.
I would like to say something about Holly. She is not only pretty, but she makes any place pretty. And you can see tonight how this stage, this ramp, the room outside, everything is done by her. And if you remember my daughter Sweet 16, it was also done by her only. So if for next event you are looking for a good event planner, I think Holly is the best. And thanks Shweta for that.
Can we have a big round of applause for all these sponsors, please?
I want to say a word about Biju Zacharia. Media Eyes, Biju, you have been amazing to put the AV of this event together. I have worked with many bad AV people, so I know when I come across a great AV person, and you are one of them. So thank you so much.
So ladies and gentlemen, tonight we have a stand-up comedian here all the way from Los Angeles. He performs weekly at the Laugh Factory in Hollywood. You may have caught him anywhere from NPR to Amazon to Nickelodeon. And his vital video, I Am Indian, has been seen by 50 million times. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Rajiv Satyal.
Please. Hey.
All right.
I always wanted to ask you one question, right?
Let's do it. Fellow
Let's do
Taklu,
it.
fellow Taklu.
Okay. You are married, right?
I am married.
Has your wife ever listened to your talk show on what women really want?
She has.
She has. Does she agree with that?
She's not here tonight.
She's not here. So you can answer with a little more confidence then, right?
That tells you everything you need to know. She's not here tonight.
I
Give it up
think-
for your MCs tonight, man. Give it up
All
for
right.
your MCs.
Take care.
Sanjeev and Ajay, let them know, man. Let them know. Big round of applause for everybody you saw tonight. Come on, everybody you saw tonight. That's all they got, just this table. Are yaar, ek aur, one more. Come on, there it is. That's very good. Harsh, thank you very much. Oh, that's great. You guys are amazing. Big round of applause for the Women's Empowerment Gala tonight. Come on. Let's turn up. Let everybody bring the house down for the Women's Empowerment Gala. Tonight, man, tonight. That's it. So I am Rajiv Satyal. I don't know how funny they thought I was, making me wait 4 hours to come out here, you know? These ladies, I met some of these ladies out here, they're like, we cannot wait for you to come out. I go, I'm not this funny. I'm like 9 o'clock funny, not like 2 a.m. funny. You know what I mean? Like, this is a late running show. This is Desi time, Indian Standard Time. Where are my Desis tonight? Come on, round of applause for my Desis tonight. This is good, man. I appreciate you coming out tonight. This is dope. This is amazing. We're having a great time. This is really good. This is the Women's Empowerment Gala, and I tell you what, women, they told me to come out here and do a whole set about what women really want. And I said, do you have any idea what's going on with the women's Me Too movement and the time's up. You want a man to come out here and tell you what women really want? Are you setting me up for failure? What is going on? You are going to crush me tonight. My career will be over. You cannot come out as a man and tell women what they really want. That is not a good look. But what I will tell you is this, is I love the fact that women are in this audience tonight because you're a much better audience. You are. Women are a better audience. They really are. It's true. I'm not kissing ass just to tell you. I performed at an all-men's event in Toronto last year. Bombed. Nothing. Got 0. All those uncles are just on their phone the whole time, have no interest. I performed at 3 women's events in the last year, killed. The women love me. I don't know what it is, but the women seem to like me for whatever reason it is. I'm not entirely sure why that is. I think they say that there's a big difference between men and women, right? But you also have to understand that this is 2019. This is not just men and women. This is a whole gender spectrum going on right now, right? You cannot just say men and women. This is a whole gender spectrum. It's not cool anymore to say that we have men and women. It's not binary. We have a whole group of people right across the board. You can't say that anymore. It's 2019. We have to be inclusive of everybody that is going on, right? That's important, right? We have to be inclusive. That's right. I live in Los Angeles. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio, but I live in Los Angeles, California. And you got to be inclusive. It's true. Because they wanted me to come up here and do a whole set about how men are one way, women are another. But that's not true anymore, right? I think we're all the same. I think we're all the same. I think we all like to pretend like there are these differences between what women want and what men want, but I think we're all the same. I think that's true. The other night, so my wife, I'm Punjabi. Where are the Punjabis out there? Where are the Punjabis? Balle, balle! Balle, balle! Punjabis in the house. My parents are from Punjab. Punjabis in the house. Okay. I married a Gujarati. Where are the Gujaratis tonight? Where are the Gujaratis tonight? Gujaratis in the house. Gujaratis in the house. That's right, Gujaratis. So we are a Punjabis and Gujaratis household. P&G, Procter & Gamble, P&G, Punjabis and Gujaratis, ekdam Punjabis and Gujaratis. That's how we roll, okay? That's how we do it. But you know what? There are not that many differences with us. I travel a lot, leave my wife at home. Last week, my wife travels, leaves me at home. And I say, you know what, honey? For 9 years, I was not married. I lived by myself. You don't have to cook me dinner. I will serve myself dinner tonight. You don't have to leave me dinner. Because wives want to do that. Good wives want to do that. They want to leave dinner at home for their husbands. And I appreciate that. But you know what, men? Cook your own dinner, right? Don't you think the women out there, the men should cook their own dinner, fend for themselves, right? So I said, you know what? I'll fend for myself. I'll fend for myself. She cooked me dinner. She left it in the fridge. But the point is that I decided, you know what? I have one night to myself. I can do anything I want tonight. My wife is out of town. She's in Atlanta. I'm in Los Angeles, California. You know what I did for 3 hours that night? Yes, I shopped on Amazon for shoe benches. That's what I did. I was looking for shoe benches for our living room. That's it. Because when you're 21, you're out there at the club. When you're 42, I'm 43 next week. March 7th of March, I turn 43 years old. That's right. I'm a Pisces. I don't know how many Pisces we have out there. Pisces in the house, yeah. I would have been clubbing, man, with my friends, throwing down. I'm 42. I'm at the computer searching for shoe benches, right? I'm waiting for my friend to text me all night. My friend Taylor, I'm like, when is this guy gonna text me? We're supposed to go out tonight. And I'm checking my phone like it's a girl about to text me. You know what I mean? Like when you're waiting for someone of the members of the opposite sex to text you, and you're like, has he texted me yet? Oh, maybe my phone's not on Wi-Fi. Should I check it? Has he texted me yet? I'm doing my shoe benches. Where's Taylor? I gotta go out, get a drink. My shoe benches. Finally, Taylor texts me. 10 minutes later, I'm at the bar down the street having a drink with Taylor, and the whole time I'm thinking, I gotta get home and work on the shoe benches, right? Because that's what we do. When you're older, you're married, that's all you care about is how can we please our spouse, right? How many married people do we have out there tonight? How many married people? We have a lot of married people out there tonight, right? Married people in the house, married people in the house, is very true. This is an important thing. As soon as you're married, that's all you care about. You don't worry anymore. You don't worry anymore about going to the club, leaving the home when your spouse is out of town. Your main thing is you gotta please your spouse. That is the main thing in life. You gotta please your spouse. So I'm doing that whole thing. And then I realized, you know what? I was born in Ohio, in Cincinnati, Ohio. Well, I'm Hindu, so I was reborn in Cincinnati, Ohio. I don't know how many Hindus we have out there tonight, but we're not born, we're reborn, right? So I was born in Cincinnati, Ohio, grew up there, and they, you know, people there, they would call us almonds. I don't know if they do that here in Illinois, right? They call us almonds. They call us almonds. We're sort of brown on the outside, white on the inside, right? And that's what happens, right? We're almonds, right? They should call, you know, they call us almonds, but they should call us coconuts. Because we're hairy, you know? We're hairy people, right? I don't think they should call us almonds. They should call us coconuts because we're hairy people. Indians, very hairy. The men too, you know, the men too are very hairy. I just wanted to say, that's an important thing. The men are very hairy. My wife is Gujarati, her name is Harsha, and we flew around the world recently. Last year, we flew around the entire globe. I was booked for a couple of gigs in Sydney and in Brisbane. We land in Sydney, I do a couple of gigs. We're like, you know what, we're in Australia, this is great. I love Australia, this is amazing. We figured, while we're in the area, we'll go to South Africa. Right. Because we went to U.S. public school, okay? We don't clearly know where anything is. We're like, you know, southern hemisphere, how far could it possibly be? 18 hours later, we connect through Singapore, land in Johannesburg. We're there, we're doing our thing, it's amazing. I don't know how many people have been to Australia by round of applause. How many people have been to Australia? You've been to Australia? Some of the greatest people in the world. My dad, his brother went to Australia 50 years ago. Half a century he's been living in Australia. It's an amazing place. I love Australia. The thing is, the British, I don't know if we have any British people here tonight. I don't know if we have any British people here. All right, let's talk. Yeah? British people? Okay. British, do you have a British accent? It's gone. It's gone. And so with it, your intelligence. You know why? Because the British accent is so smart. You ever hear the British accent? It is so smart. Anytime, you know, when you think you hear the British people and they sound intelligent to you, it's really just the accent, let's be honest, right? You hear that accent, that's true, right? You hear the accent and they just sound intelligent. They could say anything. That's why in 1984 they could say, 2 and 2 is 5, love. Just sounds right. Sounds right. They're smart, but half of that is the accent. But you have to realize these people used to send their criminals to Australia. Used to send their criminals to Australia, which is a way better place than England. I don't know if you've been to Australia, a way better place than England. I think if they were smart, they would have stayed, right? They would have gone to Australia, they would have left the criminals in England. You know what I mean? That would have been a much better, smarter play for those British people, right? That would have been way better. They would have been way smarter to have gone to Australia, left the criminals in England. You know why? Because England is smaller, Australia is bigger, they have a bigger, you know, they have better weather there, they have better things there. In Australia, it's way better. So, performing in Australia, I have to connect through France on the way home. I don't know how many people have been to France. It's great. France? Yeah, oh, France. Do you know what the word is for? Okay, so they were very specific. They wanted me to do a joke in French. Do you know what the word is for now in French? Anyone here? Any culture people know what the word is for now in French? Now. Maintenant. Wow, Pinky, you're so cultured. Arriva. So cultured, yaar. So cultured. Very impressive. You're right. The word for now in French is maintenant. Maintenant. Which is a very long word for now. Right? It's a long word to say now. Like by the time you finish saying maintenant, it's not maintenant anymore. That is a really long word to say now. So I had to do that joke in France, and then we landed at home. We got there, we were okay, which was amazing. We had a great time. Now, I performed for a lot of Desi audiences, and I performed for a lot of non-Desi audiences. And when I perform for white and black and anyone who's not Indian, not brown, the first question I get afterwards is, how did you get started? That's a big question I get from people. How did you get started? That's a big question, right? Whenever I perform for brown audiences, for Indian audiences, the first question I get is, what do your parents think? Right? What do your parents think about you doing stand-up comedy? That's the first question I always get from Indian audiences. Now, luckily, my brother is gay. So that really worked out really well, right? When your brother is gay, you can just kind of hang right back, and you don't mind he's gay. You hang right behind him. It's not a problem. My brother is gay. He came out of the closet. Well, we're Indian, so he came out of the cupboard. It was a really great time. He came out of the cupboard. It was amazing. Well, that was really the thing, right? That was really a hard thing because I had my Transformers, my other straight brother had his G.I. Joes, and Rakesh had his My Little Ponies. And it was a really hard thing to how do you construct a battle scene out there? You know what I mean? Is it cavalry or what exactly is going on? It was a really, really hard time for us to do. It was not easy, but a lot of people with me find it to be a hard time, right? They find it to be a hard time. They're not really sure if I'm straight or if I'm gay. I'm straight, I'm married. But you know what? It's not a problem. Not a problem whatsoever. Because sometimes people look at me and they're like, you know what? He may be straight. He loves football. He loves hanging out with the guys. He loves beer. On the other hand, I like shoe shopping and handbags and dick. So on the other side, you can make a compelling case either way. That's my point tonight. You can make a really compelling case either way you go, okay? Now, most of what I learned about women, they wanted me to come up here and do a whole set about women. It's not easy. Not easy as a man. I got most of my love for women from my wife, Harsha, my Gujarati wife, and my mom, Lalita Satyal, who just turned 70 years old. Can you believe that? 70 years old. Pretty amazing. Thank you very much. You know, the thing is, I'm going to turn 43 years old next week. 43 years old next week. And people always wonder, what is that like being this age, being middle-aged, you know? The reality is, the older you get, you sort of forget what it was like to be younger. You know what I mean? You sort of forget what that was like to be a younger age. At a certain time, you know, every year seems like it gets shorter. Like, can you believe January and February are already over? That's it. January, February, we're already into March. Thank God in Chicago, right? Because it's going to be 1 degree tomorrow night. I'm going to be on a plane back to Los Angeles. I'm happy. But January and February are really cold, but it's already gone. A sixth of 2019 is already gone. It's already in the books. It's done, if you could believe that. But doesn't it feel like every single year gets shorter than the year before, right? But there's some math to that. That's true, right? We're Indians. We love math, right? So there's some math to that. What ends up happening is when you're 2 years old, that next year of your life is 50% of it, right? Because you're 2, and that next 1 year is 50% of it. But when you're 49, sir, and you turn 50, that next year is 2% of your life. So really, every single year gets shorter and shorter. And the only reason I tell you that is to depress the hell out of everybody here. Everybody's like, why did you even tell us that? That doesn't help our cause tonight. We just want to get back to the bar, right? But that's really true. That's what happens. Now, I'm Indian, but I only speak a very, very little bit of Hindi. How many people, by round of applause, speak Hindi? How many people speak Hindi? Do we speak Hindi? Hindi mein baat karo, Hindi? Okay. My parents speak Punjabi, little, thoda Punjabi, okay? My parents are Punjabi. They came to the United States, balle balle, they came to the United States in 1970, okay? My mom came here first. You hear that a lot, like the man came here first, brought the woman. My mom came here first. How's that for women's empowerment, right? My mom, the woman came here first and brought my dad over. You realize that she could have left my dad in India, right? That's true women's empowerment right there. She could have left my dad in India, but she brought him over here in 1971. And they've been over here ever since. They've been, here in the United States. It's been an amazing time for them. They've loved it, every bit of it. I don't know how many people are U.S. citizens, but they became U.S. citizens as soon as they could get here. They've been proud Americans ever since. And my parents have been here since, what is that now, 40 years. 40 years they've been in the United States of America, which is pretty crazy. Now, I don't know, it's hard to talk politics in an Indian audience. You never really know what to do, right? Because, right, we're minorities, so we should be Democrats, but we're rich, so we should be Republicans, right? So you're never really sure. I live in Los Angeles, and a lot of my friends are Democrats, very liberal Democrats. But you go about an hour south into Orange County, and you have a lot of Republicans. I think a lot of Indians become Republicans because of the elephant. They just see the Ganeshi, right? They see the elephant, they're like, okay, Ganeshi, okay, Ganeshi. They get all excited about that, right? That's exactly what ends up happening. Now, I was never really sure. I thought that Stormy Daniels was going to be the one to bring down Trump. I really did. I thought Stormy Daniels was going to bring him down because I've seen some of her work. And, right? And she knows how to handle a dick. I just thought that she was going to be the one, but it didn't really seem like that was possible. Now, my wife and I met. I don't know how many people here met online. Will anyone here admit to meeting online? Probably not. Ria, do you meet online? What site did you meet on, ladies? Facebook? Okay. And you met your men online or you met each other online? Your husbands. But they're not here right now. They're outside at the bar drinking like true Punjabis. Okay, I like that. I can relate to that. That's great. Okay, very good. So I met my wife online. We met on OkCupid. It's a free site. She's Gujarati, I already told you. Right? So we met online and we started dating. And people are like, well, how did you start dating if she was in Texas? My wife is from Texas. Like, well, how did you meet if she was in Texas and you were in California? How did that even work? I go, look, the thing is you can go into the settings on there and you could set the radius. You could set it to 25 miles, 50 miles, 100 miles, 200 miles, desperate. Mine was set to desperate, okay? That's what ends up happening. If you were 5'6" and 37 years old, you're like, you know what? I'm balding, I need it. I need to finally call it, all right? So wife hits me up. We're dating on OkCupid for a while. And I had no luck. By the way, if you are single and you want to be single, stay single. I am not one of those people, one of those uncles who's going to pressure you into getting married. Stay single as long as you want to be. It's not a problem. Do what you want to do. I got married later in life. It's not a problem. But the thing is, if you want to get married, get online, right? I got on OkCupid. People wondered, how did it happen? We had this whole radius thing going on, and use me as your inspiration. I had no luck whatsoever, and then I met my wife. 0 to 100, nigga, real quick. All the way to the top. I did not mess around at all. I was like a vegan who only eats steak, you know what I mean? Like, do you do drugs? Just heroin. I just went all the way to the top. No dates, met my wife. It was amazing. We've been married ever since. It's been incredible. And I want to leave you with this. I want to tell you this right now. We got married in Texas. The theme of our wedding was cowboys and Indians, because you got to do it. You got to do it. If you're Indian getting married in Texas, your theme has to be cowboys and Indians. You know why? Because we're Indians, but I'm a cowboy. I'm Hindu. We worship cows. You know what I mean? So we are the true cowboys. The people in Texas, in Dallas, they're just fronting. It's not a problem. We got married in Texas and Russell Peters performed at our wedding. It was incredible. We wanted Bill Cosby because I told you my wife is a pharmacist, I'm a comedian. Laughter is the best medicine. We wanted Bill Cosby because laughter, you know, laughter drugs, you get it. You know what I mean? So I would just leave you with this message. If you are single and you're single, you want to stay single, that's great. But if you want to get married, get on shady.com. Some of the aunties are like, beta, it's not shady. It's shadi.com. Shadi.com, yaar, shadi.com. What is this shady? Shadi.com. No, trust me, it's shady. You've been on there, it's shadi.com, okay? It's been on there, right? The thing is, it's all brown women. I'm a brown guy, I'm looking for a brown girl. Get on there, you'll find all brown women. But every now and then, I'd see a white girl on there. Like, what's a white girl doing on shadi.com? What, is she lost? Is she looking for tech support? What exactly is happening right now? But sometimes it's refreshing. It's like finding an onion ring in your french fries. You're like, I don't mind if I do. You guys have been a lot of fun. Thank you very much, guys. Enjoy the rest of your night. Big round of applause for the Women's Empowerment Gala. Thank you so much. Good night, everybody. Thank you.